It was the World Championships for Are You a Werewolf? And what better place to hold the World Championships for Are You a Werewolf but the Lupus Diner, shortly after 4 a.m. The assistant manager, Lon Chaney III, was pouring coffee and preparing for the big event when several of the key members arrived and gathered around the table and began to play. Unfortunately, they didn't quite read the rules before they began the Are You a Werewolf World Championships, so they were there convinced that one of the other players was in fact a werewolf and they needed to find out who it was. Of course, this was mostly the fault of Werewolf Hunter Man. The superhero with unusual powers. He had the unusual ability to detect if you were not a werewolf unless you were. Anybody who was not a werewolf, he could instantly determine that they were. But if they were a werewolf, there'd be no way for him to tell if they were in fact a werewolf. This was his one and only chance to play within the boundaries of the game and clear his name for useless powers forever by identifying who in fact the werewolf was. Well, said the little black cat, it clearly can't be me. I can walk through walls, I can go back through time, I can talk to 7-year-old children in Disney movies, but I'm not a werewolf. Speaking of that, his caretaker, a strange-looking man who's only about yay big, who's appeared in a number of movies, but who for trademark population I can't tell you his name, disguised as a human there who brought the cat with him, said, "Oh, I'm possibly a werewolf. I don't know what this means. I can turn into a dog maybe, but certainly not a wolf. That's way beyond my abilities." And finally, the gentleman there with a homeless sign saying, "The werewolf is here. Here is the werewolf. The werewolf is here." Mumble, 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 mumble. Who had just wandered in off the street and was there for the free coffee. Lon Chaney came up and taught them off and tried to explain to them, "Look, you're doing this all wrong. You're supposed to, there's no one really a werewolf, and, oh, never mind. Okay, well, look, here's what you're supposed to do. I'm going to turn out the lights, and you know, do your hands like this, and fine." So he goes and turns off the lights. Everybody starts doing this. I can't hear everybody doing this. All the players must not be doing this. Oh, there they are. Suddenly, there's an even louder noise. Some rowling. And a terrible fight broke out. One by one, the padding turns to screams. The lights come back on. And everybody else is gone. The little black cat is gone. The homeless man is gone. The alien disguised as a human is gone. The superhero without gone. All gone. Small little red spots of mysterious origins sitting all around the table and half-drunk cups of coffee. Nothing left. Lon Chaney walking away, burping slightly and perhaps dabbing at the corners of his mouth a bit. Perhaps using a wet nap to make himself clean. And he went back to his humdrum life in the Lupus Diner. Lon Chaney Jr., the assistant manager. Or at least, that's what I dreamt.